Welcome to the Polytechnic School of Engineering at New York University.
NYU is fundamentally a school in and of the city, yet there are inherent problems with living in a city. Commuting at all hours of the day, affordability causing students to move further and further away from the school, and the general safety issues with living in a city.
When you live in a city like this, you don't have control over the community.
Because NYU students live and commute from all parts of the tri-state area, including New Jersey, Connecticut, and the 5 boroughs, NYU has a difficult time providing security for these students.
This is where it became our problem.
About a year ago, as part of a design thinking course at NYU, students became involved in a challenge proposed by OpenIDEO, an open innovation platform for solving social problems. The challenge focused on designing solutions to empower women by making their communities safer, particularly in low-income areas.
One of the ideas was to use art to bring awareness about women's contribution to their families, to community, and to society itself. We looked at paintings, we looked at photography, and sculptures as mediums that would provide women a public platform to voice their opinion. When we prototyped the solution at NYU, we invited students to draw what empower meant to them. And we were really impressed by their engagement and creativity.
After the end of the semester, in an effort to keep the momentum on campus, the students joined the Design Tinkering Club, a student group at NYU that uses human-centered design to develop solutions for social issues. We tackle issues like e-waste on campus with Hackers Kitchen and the Ebola crisis by running a hackathon that produced SMS Santé, an application using SMS technology to provide information on Ebola and health facilities to the affected communities on the ground. Some members of the Design Tinkering Club are also collaborating with Women for Human Rights, an NGO based in Kathmandu, Nepal. The idea is a service and an associated toolkit which tackles the problem of information sharing and community building by creating a new role, the community concierge. Part of the program also aims to provide skills and microfunding to help women become financially sustainable. Some members of Design Tinkering will go and work with the NGO and the Women in the Slum this spring. Together, we started the We Project. We, as We Empower, is a united movement for women empowerment and gender equality on campus. It aims to give women a voice, to motivate them and make them feel confident to explore more opportunities, as well as to bring awareness on gender inequality issues on campus and create a dialogue between women and men.
As part of our initiative, we began looking at issues closer to home. There is a national issue revolving around sexual assault on campus, and we decided to look at what our university was doing about it. Despite their efforts to bring awareness, we found that the sheer size of the school, along with multiple factors, made it nearly impossible to provide the level of security that students needed to feel.
This year, we are focusing on sexual harassment in colleges and high schools and influencing the collective consciousness of the NYU community. We are expanding on our goal, women empowerment, by creating awareness around different issues affecting women. One of the most important findings from our pilots was that many students spoke about safety and security and how it affected how they viewed the university. What the students wanted was to be free from harm and free from their fear. During a workshop led by a member of DFA, several important points were made. The most prevailing being that a large part of safety was feeling safe. With the focus on human-centered design, we approached the topic of safety on campus with the purpose of making students feel safe as well as be safe.
This event was followed by a hackathon where participants developed prototypes based on ideas that emerged from the workshop. 2 ideas are now being prototyped: NYU Safe, an Android iOS app that uses location-based services to notify NYU community members in case of an emergency, and Travel Buddy, that connects students traveling back home after a late night of work. Student surveys went out to test our solutions, and the results were overwhelmingly positive. Over 180 students were surveyed, and about 80% say that they would use the app if they were in trouble. To add that over a quarter of them admitted to being in a potentially life-threatening situation, this is the solution NYU needs.
What we are developing will allow students to have a true sense of security anywhere they go.
we are now empowering students to create a sense of hope and well-being, an environment of safety and security, and more importantly, we want to create a strong community of students.
By creating a way for students to support each other at any time, day or night, we are empowering them to do more than just help their colleagues.